welcome to Now Streaming. February is here, the month of love, the time for infinite romantic possibilities. गालिब ने खूब कहा है, हज़ारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले, हज़ारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले, बहुत निकले मेरे अरमां लेकिन फिर भी कम निकले. On this show, we have not only curated some unusual love stories for you to watch on the web, but we have two special guests who have spoken exclusively to Yahoo India. कौन है ये दोनों? उसके लिए आपको थोड़ी देर इंतजार करना पड़ेगा. Releasing on February 5th on Amazon Prime is Bliss. Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek star in this love story. It is about a recently divorced man and a mysterious woman.
One of these days, you're going to have to choose between these worlds.
If you have no big plans for Valentine's Day and just want to Netflix and chill, then we have some suggestions for you. You could binge watch the coming of age romantic series Mismatch. रोहित सरफ प्लेज ऋषि, जो बहुत ही ट्रेडिशनल और रोमांटिक है और जयपुर पहुंचे हैं अपनी फ्यूचर वाइफ को वू करने के लिए. प्रजक्ता कोहली प्लेज डिम्पल, जिनको शादी वादी में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं है एंड ऑल शी वांट्स इज टू डिज़ाइन अ ज़बरदस्त गेमिंग ऐप. ऋषि की मन की जमुना और डिम्पल की मन की गंगा का संगम होगा कि नहीं?
I'm here for Dimple. Hello, future wife.
क्रीप. इस शादी के जोड़े की फोटो ले ले. तेरे को शादी करना पसंद है ना?
पसंद है का क्या मतलब है? कोई हॉबी थोड़ा ना मेरी.
व्हाट्सएप पे अफसोस जताते थे, जवाब में हम लिखते थे शुक्रिया लोल जीनत.
If a Kejo style romance is not your kind of thing and you like subtle and understated love stories, then you might want to watch Once Again. शेफाली शाह plays a widow जो अपने बेटे के साथ एक रेस्टोरेंट चलाती हैं, एंड नीरज कबीर plays a famous Bollywood actor. दोनों कभी नहीं मिले हैं पर रोज फोन पे बातें करने की आदत सी हो गई है.
ये सब और
Actually meet तारा शेट्टी. खाना बनाती है वो मेरे लिए. मुझे देखते हुए चलेंगे तो गिर जाएंगे आप.
सबको आपको घूरना अच्छा लगता होगा, लेकिन मुझे आपको देखने में कोई शौक नहीं.
Another short film with a similar premise. दो लोग जो इत्तेफाक से बातें करने लगते हैं पर कभी भी एक दूसरे से नहीं मिले. गीतांजलि थापा एंड द वेरी हैंडसम जैन खान दुरानी स्टार इन कुछ भीगे अल्फाज, डायरेक्टेड बाय ऑनर.
हमें मिलना चाहिए.
I'm sorry, I need to know whether I'm falling for you or my ideas of alfaz.
Now we have with us on the show two people whose film has been trending on Netflix's top 10 since its release. Please welcome Kajol and the director of Tribhang, Renuka Sahani. A very warm welcome to both of you, and first of all, congratulations on a film that is creating such a lot of positive buzz.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My first question is to you, Kajol. You have been known to be very picky about your scripts. What was the first thing about Tribhang that appealed to you?
The first thing I think was the fact that I absolutely loved the entire script. I loved it from beginning to end. I cried a little, I laughed a little, enjoyed each and every part of it. And I've heard the script 5 times, by the way, through its all 5 drafts, and I've loved it each and every time. I didn't think there was anything that was a better gauge to say whether I should do this film or not when I have liked a script that I've read 5 times over, then I know for a fact that it's the right thing for me to do.
My next question is to you, Renuka. I read somewhere that this was supposed to be a small Marathi film and then it became a Netflix original. Can you share a little about the journey of this film?
Once he was bought it, I think everybody, when Netflix was also approached, and they thought that it had the possibility of a wider reach within India if we made it in Hindi.
Okay, okay.
That is so. It was after Kajol came on board that I Hindiized it, and so
Okay.
now it's Hinglarathi English Marathi. Pretty much how it was, but the script itself took about 5 years actually hone into a proper final product before I could then narrate it to Kajol.
Okay, okay. Kajol, your character plays a rebel in this film. She uses cuss words and smokes, or used to. How was your approach to this role? Because it's very different from anything that you've played before.
Definitely, but that doesn't mean that it's alien either. So I know a lot of people around me, and I've always thought that abuses, more than abuses around me, I've always heard abuse as a form of expression. It's more a form of expression. You're mad at somebody, or when you're calling out to your best friend, or when you're making fun of somebody. So it's always been a form of expression, either humor, rage, or in some very, very obvious form of expression from most of the people around me. We live in a very colorful industry. So yes, so it's always, somewhere down the line it's been that more than anger, than more than just anger. So it's always been something that's been there, and it was not difficult to channel that into Anu at all. So that was not the tough part, and I have to say highly cathartic, because I don't know whether I would have had such liberties, whether I would take such liberties in real life. So Anu is definitely one of those things that if you can't do in real life, at least you can do it on screen.
Renuka, do you think that a woman using cuss words and smoking is a bit of a stereotyping?
If I showed a person who's in a joint family and who drinks and smokes, that would be completely against the reality. Nobody in a joint family situation smokes or drinks. Nobody
Openly, at least.
Yeah.
That's the operative word.
Operative word is openly. Yeah. There are lots of choices that females who are unconventional do, and some of them do include drinking, smoking, cursing, having relationships. And I think it's a matter of choice, and Masha chooses otherwise. So we've shown a wide variety of.
And also, I think Renuka has very cleverly put it in a way that you're seeing this film, and you somewhere down the line realize that don't judge a book by its cover. It's not about the smoking and the drinking and the abusing, or it's not about one or two habits of a person that makes a person bad or good. We all have shades of gray within us, and these are superficial habits, but not necessarily what deep down inside, whether you're a good person or a bad person.
And in our films, sorry Romana, but in our films, usually a person with a glass of whiskey, a woman with a glass of whiskey or a cigarette in her hand is considered a vamp.
Yeah, exactly. That was my point.
This is to break the stereotype that women who smoke and drink and curse go beyond what you're seeing, just and the labels that are attached to that. Go deep and see what beautiful women they are, how empowering they are. Their choices are so different.
Don't get sidetracked by all this.
Yeah, exactly.
Renuka, I found the male characters very interesting. Though the focus was on women, men like Raina, Robindro and Raghav were empowering characters. What was your thought behind that?
I'm surrounded by a lot of men who are extremely supportive, wonderful human beings, and I have the greatest friendships with a lot of my friends who are male. I've always, since I was a child, I was very comfortable with my men friends, as well as, I mean, my boy friends who were boys, as equally as friends who are girls. So for me, it's not about women versus men. There is no such thing. There is women and men, men and women, and we kind of exist side by side. And if we can do it with a lot of mutual grace and respect, I think that is the way I look at my male characters, who are loving, who are understanding, who are supportive, who have beautiful what do you say, characters. So even Baba, who is like coming from a patriarchal construct, is not painted as a villain or anything in the film. I mean, so the relationship suffers.
The whole point being that you don't have to male bash to be a feminist.
Exactly.
You don't have to male bash to be that's the whole point, that you can be a feminist in your own right, and you don't have to put anybody down to be and make your own choices.
And of course, I would never want to kind of give any respect to Nishank's character, Vikramaditya's character. He definitely is a black person. I'm not going to, give him any sort of backstory which will make him sympathetic or empathetic. But all the others,
exactly.
I mean, they need respect as characters, and they are there for that reason.
My next question is for the both of you, but I'll ask you first, Kajol. What are your thoughts on the future of OTT platforms, the way consumption of entertainment and content is changing?
I'm honestly at this time and space in 2021 really, really grateful for the OTT platform, especially with this past year and this pandemic. Exactly, all of us are. But as an industry, I think that's really like, in the sense that it's been a kind of a saving grace in a very weird way, because there were so many films that were made for 2020 and were not able to release during that year. Exactly. So, I mean, at least we have a platform to put them out to people. I mean, that's the most important. Till the film releases, you're not going to get anything back. So at least I'm glad that we have this platform for this year. On a broader stroke, I would definitely say that the one thing about the OTT platform is that it's opened up everybody's minds, opened up the audience's mind as to what is available and what they can watch. The fact that you have Chinese, German, Japanese, English, all these films at your fingertips, and everybody has a phone these days. Everybody has a phone these days. You have everything on your fingertips. So the fact that the audience has changed its mind about not wanting to watch only a certain type of cinema, which is where we were stuck, honestly, as an industry. We were stuck business-wise as well, not creatively, but business-wise. We were stuck because we had to make films of only these certain genres that did well. Because at the end of the day, it is a business and you have to get your money back. You have to make a film that will get your money back for you. So, I mean, that was where we were stuck as an industry, that yes, creativity did take a backseat, did get, did take a hit because of the fact that it was not commercially viable. But because of the fact that the audience has changed, suddenly within 10 years, you have now the ability to do a lot more. You have your audiences changing their minds. You have them willing to watch stories about everybody and everything. You can make a thriller without songs. You can make a drama about a brother and a sister. You can make every different kind of story that you would like, that you can think of today, and make it commercially viable as well. Yes, there are those little things in place that you will have to do. Like even for Tribhanga, if Tribhanga had been made for screen, it would have had to go through a lot of changes to be put on to appeal to a wider. Correct. Exactly. That तो थोड़ा सा तो करना पड़ता है, पूरी तरह से नहीं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा तो करना पड़ता है उसके लिए, बिल्कुल. So कहीं ना कहीं उसकी वजह से हम शायद बच गए हैं थोड़े से. And it's a lovely time in the film industry right now, I think, because for actors, and for actors, for the whole film industry, actually, that we have an entire different industry that's opened up.
Renuka, my final question to you is, are you happy behind the lens, or do we get to see more of you on camera?
No, I'm very happy with being behind the camera. There's no doubt. But if something really interesting comes up in front of it, you can't take the actor out of any actor.
And she's too good an actor not to act.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, that's true. I
She's too
completely
fine
agree.
an actor not to act. Every skill needs to be honed and every skill needs to be used. So don't give up on that, Renuka.
No,
Don't.
no. I don't want. I'm not planning to.
And finally, Kajol, does this mean that we will get to see more of you on screen?
I haven't signed anything as of now. I've been working very hard according to for my reputation, by the way. I just want to tell you, for my reputation, I've been working very hard. I was one of the few people who had a release last year, and I am one of the few people who has a release this year as well. It's too much for me.
But I think you admitted being a little lazy in an interview a few days back, saying, I love reading and I don't want to go out there."
I am very, very lazy. I have to say that I'm horrendously lazy. So I said, Renuka, now start writing fast.
I want to thank both of you for your time and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rumana. All because of you guys. All because of people
seriously,
like you.
audience.
Really, thank you.
This is my list of the top picks that you can enjoy. आपको कौन से शोज अच्छे लगते हैं ये हमें ज़रूर बताएं, और हमारा शो देख के कभी कभी आपके दिल में क्या ख्याल आता है हमें ये भी बताना मत भूलें. Please don't forget to like, share, comment on this video.